Hey guys, what's up? I am Nikhil from Dope Motions and welcome to this brand new After Effects tutorial. In today's video, we will create a dynamic and seamless typography poster animation in After Effects, which is super easy to create. Now this tutorial is inspired from the seamless loop kinetic posters pack that you can purchase on VideoHive, link in the description. So with that said, let's jump straight into After Effects and let's learn how to create this cool typography animation. Alright, so here we are in After Effects. Let's start with creating a new composition. This time let's go with 2K. So I'm going to go with 2560 by 1440. You can of course go with 4K as well if you want to. And 30 FPS, 10 seconds long. Let's call this render as a main render comp. Hit OK. Let's create another new composition. This is going to be our text placeholder. So I'm going to call this text. Hit OK. Select the text tool and type in whatever text that you want. For the font, I'll use Monumental Extended, which is a free font. I will provide the link in the description so you can go ahead and download it. So let's increase the font size and set this to 0 and type in rock and roll. Let's adjust the height spacing or vertical spacing a little bit and change the text size to somewhere around 170. Let's adjust this and align this into the center. And rock and roll, I want to add a little bit of variation here, so I can select the rock text, click on the small button to swap from fill to strokes. So now we have stroke and set the color of the stroke to a nice yellow. Then I'm going to select the text tool again and type in and, because it's rock and roll, and going to keep it normal like so. Maybe I'll stretch this a little bit. All right, and let's place it somewhere around there. Bring this. There we go. Now hit Ctrl K to bring up the comp size and let's adjust the height. So I can set this to somewhere around 400, or let's go a bit down, like let's keep it at 310. That should be good. All right, hit OK and then select the rectangle tool, set the fill to none and stroke to 2 pixels, and let's create a stroke like so. And then we can just simply align this into the center like that. Let's call this line. All right, so here we have our text ready to roll. I'm going to probably change this a little bit like so. All right, so here we have our text composition ready to roll. Now, before I proceed further with this video, I just want to let you guys know that make sure you are subscribed to the channel, as we put a lot of effort behind creating free tutorials for you here on YouTube. When it comes to YouTube, have you ever considered making videos for YouTube but been put off by complexity of editing software? If yes, then you should take a look at Wondershare Filmora. Filmora is a powerful and user-friendly video editing program that makes it simple to realize your creative vision. Filmora is a great choice for both beginners and experienced editors. It features a large number of presets, effects, filters, and tools to let you build a professional, good-looking video. You may quickly add titles, transitions, effects, elements, and almost anything that you can imagine. You could have Filmora and get your video ready in just a few minutes. It's that simple. Filmora is used by a lot of your favorite content creators. If you want to meet your favorite featured artist, Don't miss VidCon 2022, an annual event for fans, creators, executives, and marketers that features notable video stars from all over the internet. Wondershare will go to VidCon 2020 in California and has launched an online campaign. Take on the Wondershare hashtag Level Up and Share challenge and enter for a chance to win tickets to VidCon or a $100 Amazon gift card. All you have to do is create a video, photo, graphic design, or anything and use our creative prompts, share them on social media and level up. For more info, check out the first link in the description below. Now let's create another new composition. I'm going to keep this 1500 by 1500 and let's call this cylinder and drag and drop the text composition inside of this. Then go into effects and preset and add an effect called CC Reptile. Double click to apply this and set the expand down and expand up to 1000 should be good. So 1000 by 1000 like so, and then hit R to bring down the rotation and rotate it by minus 90 degrees. Now let's animate this. So I'm going to bring this down like so. Somewhere around there should be good, and hit P to bring down the position, and let's set this to around 1120. Create a keyframe, go all the way up to 10 seconds and set this to 750. That is the center. So now we have a nice and simple animation. Maybe I think I will set this to around 650. So now we have this very nice and simple animation. Now let's go into the render composition and drag and drop the cylinder composition just like so. Go into effects and presets and search for CC cylinder. Double click to apply this, and yeah, now it's looking something like that. Let's hit R and rotate it by 90 degrees. There we go. Set the render to outside only, and there we have our text looking pretty nice. Now let's go into the position and set the position Z to minus 200. Then let's go into the light and set the intensity to around 250 should be good, and bring down the light direction to 0, and then bring up the light height to around 40. So that is looking pretty nice, and here we have our cylindrical animation. Now right click and create a new adjustment layer called this Spherize. Go into effects and presets and search for an effect called Spherize. Double click to apply that. Set the radius high, like somewhere around 600 should be good. Yep, that looks good. So now we have a nice bulgy look to the design, which is exactly what I want. Now let's go ahead and create a new composition called this pattern with 15,000 by 15,000 width and height. Hit OK. Add the text composition and go into effects and presets and add the CC Reptile again. Double click to add it and set this to 1000 by 1000 again. Hit P to bring down the position properties of the text. Create a keyframe, go all the way up to 10 seconds, and let's bring that down somewhere around there to 1200. Make sure to match the properties of the position from the pattern and cylinder. In the cylinder comp, we set this to 1120. So I'm going to set this one to 1120. So the timing matches exactly and the speed of the animation is exactly similar. Let's go in the main render comp and drag the pattern composition on top. Turn this into a 3D layer. Hit R to bring down the rotation properties and set the X rotation to 90. And then I'm going to pull this down like so. Let's hit S and scale this up just like that. Just try to match it along with the lines that we have here. All right, so that is looking perfect. And then what I'm going to do is make sure that it stretches out. So I'm going to hit S again, unlink this and stretch this out a little bit like so. And we can take this down, link this again, just make sure it aligns properly. And then let's flip this. So I'm going to unlink the scale and set this to minus. I mean the Y property. So make sure you set this to minus so that we can read the rock and roll text properly. And there we go. It's looking pretty nice now. And just for the moment, I'm going to add a fill effect just so that we can see the difference here. Select the pattern and select the pen tool And let's create a mask right over here. I'm going to go right here and then go in the center and hold shift to create a mask like so. And let's go and click right over here. And then we can simply close this mask and go and select this layer, hit M and invert the mask. So now we have something like this, which looks pretty damn cool. And now I can delete the fill. So now let's select the pattern composition, hit Ctrl D to duplicate it and hit P to bring down the position. Let's move this up like so. And I'm going to try to align this here. I can hit Ctrl Shift H to hide the control layers and I can place it just like that. But now I need to hit S and get rid of the minus. I mean, I want to flip the rock and roll text. As you can see right now, it's not readable. So we can get rid of the minus from the scale, but that's going to flip the complete text. So we need to create the mask again. I'm going to select this, hit M and delete the mask. And let's create one mask at the top. So we can add the fill again and let's create a mask. So I'm going to click here, go in the center, hold shift and create a curve. Go right here and there we go. And let's invert this. Boom, and let's delete this. Alright, so now let's go ahead and add some depth into the scene by adding some shadows. So to create shadows, I will be using a ellipse tool and the fill is set to black with stroke set to 0 and hold Control and create an ellipse like so. Then go into ellipse 1, select the ellipse path, right click and convert to Bezier path. Then select the path and make sure to select the selection tool. And then I can just select this point and move this like so. And this one like so. Then let's call this shadow. Go into effects and preset and search for fast box blur. There we go. And double click to apply this. Set the radius to around 35 should be good. Yep. Then duplicate this, hit Ctrl D, hit S to bring down the scale properties, unlink this and set this to -100. So in order to flip this, there we go. And I'm going to move this holding shift just like so and place it right over here. So there we have added this nice depth. So that is a wrap for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this cool typography animated poster animation inside of After Effects. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like this video. And if you're watching my video for the very first time, please do subscribe and press that bell icon so you always get notified whenever I post a new video. You can also follow me on Instagram at dope.motions. And if you're feeling generous, please do support us on Patreon. It means a lot to me. With that said, I will see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care and always stay raw, stay creative. Peace out.